Yo, what's up, Ship Fam? What's up, YouTube? We are back with another Farming Simulator 22 series, but this one's going to be a little different. Now, we already have the Struggle Farm series, and we're up to like episode 14, which has been awesome. But I am interested in kind of branching out and trying other series, yet stick with some of the equipment that we've been using, like that old tired iron type equipment. Now, this is a farm, a map that's been through the Farm Sim series for a while now. It is available on FS22, and I'm super excited about it. I'm going to show you all about this map and our first episode of the Old Family Farm right here, right now. On this map, on the Old Family Farm, we have inherited Grandpa's farm. And as you can tell, it has got some old-timey deco, some of that old school buildings. I mean, look at the free-range chickens everywhere. There's chickens everywhere. Everywhere we go, we're going to see some chickens. I think my favorite part of Grandpa's farm, or shall I say our farm, is probably the cow pasture, which we don't have any cows yet. We don't have any money. We have less than, I mean, we have less than $15,000 to our name. Inheriting a farm from Grandpa that is not free. There was some legal fees that came along with it. However, we do have some equipment, and I'm going to show you guys, but I want to show you the cow pasture first. However, before we do that, if you haven't hit the like button, do me a big favor, hit the thumbs up on the video. It lets YouTube know that you like the content and that we're doing a good job. And they'll be more apt to send the video out to new people, and that's how we grow this amazing community. Speaking of growth, thank you all for all the subs lately. We're closing in on our first 1K, and I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. So if you haven't hit the sub button yet, do me a big favor, hit the sub button, join us, be one of the first 1,000 subscribers on the channel. So this is the cow pasture. This is where the cows, it's a big like grazing area too inside this white fence. But the way you feed the cows is all the way back here. So this is where we would purchase the cows. We don't have any money, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. And then this is where you have, this is where they would get their water. And of course, this is where you would get their feed. I really do. I like this. I like this setup. I am so on my live streams. For those of you that watch my live streams, y'all know how much I love big fields, how much I love big equipment. But I do like this smaller type area. So let's go over here. I want to show you guys this area first, and then we'll get right to it. We've got some work to do. We don't have a ton of work to do this episode, but whoops, we do have a little bit. Check out that old John Deere farm implement sign. Look how old school that is. This is one of our barns, or one of our sheds that's going to hold our equipment as far as our drivable equipment. A lot of this you're going to say, hey, wait a second, I've seen that on the Struggle Farm, and you're right. However, the map does come with several vehicles and several placeables that you have to put in your mods folder in order for the map to perform correctly. So I did sell a couple of them. There was an old school John Deere. There was an old school Massey. I sold those, and you all know I am a Case IH guy, so I had to get some McCormick Farmall or some Case International Harvester stuff. So right here we have a little cultivator. We have a, I think that is a 12 spike plow. I think that's what it is. But yeah, and then way up here, That's houses our harvester, and it'll once we get some money to buy some equipment, it'll house a little bit more than that. Now, the map makers do start you out with a farm, but again, I'm an international Case IH guy, so I had to get the International 1420, and a lot of you probably recognize that from my struggle farm videos, and you would be correct. I do use that on the videos, so that is pretty cool. So, as far as land, as far as fields, this is what we own. We own this guy here. We have a couple out here that need to be harvested. And then I think there's one over here hiding behind this. Yeah, I think this is a grass field, so we can mow that. So yeah, I think this is ours. Let's take a look at the map. So we are standing right here, and as you can see, we do own it. And this is what the map creators have started us with, which is a bunch of land. And this would be, you know, just a little grass field. We can make some silage, make some hay, whatever it takes to. We don't have any cows, so we're not going to need any hay right now. But yeah, we've got this field needs to be plowed. I stepped on it earlier. It says needs plowing. The map maker did start me out with a cultivator over here, so but we do need to put a plow in it. So, but yeah, we have some work to do. And again, you're going to see chickens everywhere. There's, on this map, it's what they call deco chickens. Basically, they're just free-range chickens. But you can feed them, the chickens, the farm chickens, you can feed them over here. However, there are a bunch of, right here is where you feed the chickens. There's a bunch of deco chickens. And the other thing that I want to point out, oh, I want to show you guys this over here. This trailer comes with the download. It comes in the file of vehicles and placeables. I love this thing. Love it, love it. It looks like it is originally, like with this little, I want to say like pedestal right there. It looks like it was made from a horse-drawn carriage, doesn't it? Like you would sit up here and put your feet right there. Maybe not. That's what it looks like to me. Old style silos. I mean, they're not old, but they're definitely not today's current. And the only other thing that I'd like to point out about this map that I changed was there was a silo here. There was a bunker silo, and I just wanted to get something that looked a little more old school, and I downloaded a bunker silo set that looks a little bit more old-timey and a little bit more grown-up. Remember, we have inherited Grandpa's farm, so a lot of this stuff is overgrown, and I thought this looks more overgrown. So the silage bunker is sellable, so I was able to sell it and place something that I thought would fit our story a little better. And then you also have the old Jeep. How cool is this thing, man? The old 4x4. Again, all the vehicles are in the, am I stuck in here? All the vehicles are in, we are stuck in here. All the vehicles that are on the farm come in a zip file with the map. Oh, this thing needs to be, oh my goodness, look at. Grandpa left us no gas, and this thing needs to be serviced pretty badly. And we're not going to be able to afford that right now because we're kind of broke. But we can change that. We got work to do. Like, the first thing we got to do is fire up. Let's see if Grandpa's old International Harvester 1420. Let's see if this thing fires up. It's full of fuel. It is freshly serviced. Maybe Grandpa knew. Maybe Grandpa knew we were going to turn this farm into something. What we're going to turn this into, I don't know, but we're going to see if we can turn this thing around. All these chickens all over the place. So we're going to have to pull this in here. I think the best thing to do right now is, you know, I wish Grandpa was here. Grandpa would have all the answers. But I think the best thing to do is we're going to put a head row in, or a turn row, or whatever Grandpa used to call it. We're going to put one in here, starting here, And we'll go all the way around, all the way along the backside, and then we'll start going either north to south or east to west, so we can start dropping some of the straw swaths and make maybe make a little extra money on that. Now, I've seen Grandpa do this a time or two, and he always made it look easy. I want to make sure I have straw swath disabled, so we're just going to disable the straw swath for our first trip around. Well, the one thing I didn't do, and we should have done this up by the garage, was we should have tested Grandpa's header. So let's go ahead and make sure this header still everything works. Everything still works on Grandpa's farm. I accidentally hired a worker. We do not have the money to be hiring a worker. I've changed my mind. I think we're just gonna do 2 hedgerows at each end, just enough to turn around. I found Grandpa's old hat inside the house there. It doesn't appear that we're gonna have a very good yield. We have 729 liters. I stepped on the field before we started. Unfortunately, this did not get a second round of fertilizer. This was already ready, so I'm not sure who's been working these fields while Grandpa's not been well, but somebody forgot to get around to the second round of fertilizer. I think, yeah, something else Grandpa taught me as well is, stay off the crops. Oh my goodness. Something Grandpa taught me as well is, he said, start as close to the middle as you can and work your way out. That way, you always have a trailer row, and your header is always going to be off to your already harvested side. I never understood why he kept these 2 fields separated. That little, I don't know if it's bushes or vine, if that is something that can be ripped out easily, I don't see why Grandpa would have never combined these 2 fields. They're both wheat. It just seems if you combine these 2, it would save a bunch of time. Perhaps increase profit, lower cost on field preparation. The initial investment, because we're probably going to have to do some landscaping. Probably going to have to get some kind of, bushwhacker. Not the wrestler, or the tag team wrestlers. The actual, something to knock down a brush hog. Does that sound right? Let me know in the comments. Brush hog? Perhaps. I absolutely love the texture of the stubble that's left behind. Or would you... Maybe it's, stock or whatever, but I love the texture of the post-harvest. It looks so good. Now we are looking at 3,170 while we're 80, so we're almost at 3,200 liters in the harvester. I think it's time we go grab one of the tractors and that old school, it looks like it's a homemade trailer. I can't wait. I don't know how much it holds. I didn't check it. But all we're going to do is wheel it on over to the silo. We're going to keep, and I always remember Gramps talking about this too, keep a third of your harvest for your animals, if you have them, and make yourself a buck on the rest. So we're going to keep a third of this for the chickens, and we're going to sell the rest. Now, because we don't have cows, we're going to sell all the wheat. I don't think we're in a position to take out a loan to buy cows. I don't think we're in a position to, we're definitely not in the position to buy any cows right now. So we're going to focus on chickens for the first year or so. And any extra dollar we can make, we're going to make. So if we can sell some straw or take out some, take some contracts with other farmers in the area, I think we're just going to go ahead and do that. I think even our grass field, I think there's nothing on the farm right now that uses grass, but why not? Why not cut it up, wrap it, ferment it, sell it as silage, make ourselves every penny that we can. So I'm going to leave this at an idle. We're going to go grab a tractor and grab that really cool looking trailer. So I think we're going to grab the McCormick Farmall. We're going to grab this guy. Hopefully we have enough horsepower. This thing is so cool. I love the little wheels in the front. Look at, I mean, it fits, right? It fits the map so well. Look at all these chickens. I mean, everywhere we go, we're going to see, oh, I ran over a chicken. Shh, don't tell anybody. We're going to go grab this chicken right here. And remind me to paint where we put the, where we put the bunker. I think it'd look a lot better if we just painted that dirt. All right, we're going to back on up to this guy. Go ahead and hook it up. Hopefully, yeah, we have it. What did that say? Small old time. Let's take a look. We don't have any rentals. So what was this called? Small old trailer. This thing was $97. I wonder if we needed to, could we? No, there is a hitch. We could double these up if we needed to. I don't think it's going to hold a lot, but we're still going to use it. Had a lot of good times as a kid in that old house. Had a lot of good times out here on the farm. Grandpa always put us to work if we stayed at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And he'd always keep us busy, and Grandma would keep us fed. Now, hopefully, our harvester stayed idling, so when we pull up to it, let's see how much. Uh-oh. I think I missed. There we are. It might fill up. Right? We might fill it with the harvester. So we didn't exactly fill it up, but there is 3,800 liters in here, which is 97%. So I'm guessing 44,000. So we're gonna have to empty this every trip. Well, that's okay. We're gonna put this in the old multi-fruit silo for now, and hopefully that there's a trigger here. Yes, there is. Perfect. Oh, look at that. It's so cool. Yeah, I like this trailer. I like it a lot. That was quick too. Quick, easy dump. I mean, we're also talking 3,800 liters on some of the farms that we all do nowadays. You take, for off the top of my head, you start harvesting a field on Welkers. We're not talking 3,800 in one trailer. Yeah, we're talking sometimes 38,000 or more. So you're waiting. You're waiting quite some time to get that to empty. We've got a few swipes left. Oh, you can drive right through those. I bet we can paint those out of there. I bet we can paint those out of there. Let's hope so. If not, we won't combine those fields. But anyway, we've got probably 3 swipes left. We're at 3,300 liters. So yeah, we're gonna pull almost 8,000 liters off one field. I don't think we're gonna sell it just yet, or maybe. You know what? It might not be a bad idea to familiarize ourselves with the town, so why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we sell just a little bit? Like I said, we'll keep a third of it for our chickens, and we will sell the rest. But we got to finish up this field before we can do any of that. So we've got room for less than 2,000, or yeah, less than 200 liters I don't think we're going to make it all the way to the end. No, it's going to be close, but yeah, it looks like that's about it. All the room we have. We're at 39, 87, 99, or 97, 98, 99, 4,000. So the trailer holds 4,000, and so does the harvester. I'm glad these fields aren't that big. Walking from equipment to equipment, that can get pretty old. What I think we might do, as much as I like Grandpa's Jeep, I think we should purchase something that's a little bit more practical. Something that could haul whatever we needed. It can have a flatbed, it can have a grain bin, and I know a lot of you are going to say that you use that same thing on the struggle farm, but for this style, it's so practical and it fits the year and all that stuff. I'll show you guys as soon as we're finished harvesting this field. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit any more, so unfortunately we're going to have to dump this and come back for a tiny little bit. Exactly 4,000 liters. That's what the trailer holds. That's what the harvester holds. Down the road, it might be beneficial to grab a second one of these or upgrade to a gravity wagon or something like that. But for now, this is what we got. So these fields back here are the neighbors. This would be perfect. If we could get a contract on one of these, whether it's spreading lime or planting it, that would work out to our favor. We would not have to travel anywhere. That field is finished. I don't think we're going to be able to get to the other one on this episode, but that'll give us plenty to do on the next one or in the episodes to come. That is if you all would like to see more of this old family farm series. Meanwhile, not forfeiting any struggle farm series. We'll run them both at the same time. So let me know in the comments if that is something that you guys would like to see more of this farm, and we're not going to forfeit any of the struggle farm. We'll run both of them simultaneously. I've got all the wheat from that field in the silo. So now we're going to find I think I have one drive-through storage, and we'll slip the trailer right in there. Watch out, chicken. And then I think I've got an idea on how to haul this, or some of this, to the sell point. This works out. I've got both tractors put away, and we had a spot to drive through for the trailer. I don't know about you all, but I have the hardest time with those articulating front axles. I think Gramps would be proud. I went and introduced myself to Fred, who owns the dealership. He knew my grandfather well, expressed his condolences. I explained to him what we were doing, what we were looking for as far as vehicle era. He said, I've got just the thing for your farm. It's a Case IH Lodestar. Bodywork has recently been done. The bed, it's actually an AR frame that will detach. We could put a flatbed on it. We could put a tank on it. This is very useful for what we're looking for. So let's go load this thing up with some grain, and let's go make our first sale. Oh, best part about this truck, we're leasing it for $787 a month. So we're going to take about 4,000 liters of wheat. There is, I believe there's almost 8,000 liters in the silo. That's 2,000, 3,000. All right, so 4,300, close enough. Now we've got to find out where the sell point is. So it looks like the hay barn seed and feed is going to be our best bet. I am going to tag this place. It is not far. We've got to figure out how to get out of here. I think I know the way to go, so it's not far at all. So I think this is where we go. This will take us out of the farm area. This is the first I've left the area. I have not explored this map. What you've seen, I've seen, and I want to keep it that way. I want to explore it together. I want to learn about this map together. All right, so livestock market's that way. Hay and feed town is this way, so we're not far. I believe this is also the equipment dealer, your tractors, your implements, all that stuff. But I'm not sure where we dump it. All right, right out back is the bay, hay, and feed. So we're gonna go ahead and dump this out and make a little bit of cash. Oh, there's a little grain door. I thought the whole back was gonna open. All right, so we made $3,829 bucks. Not a bad payday for our first partial harvest. We still have a field, and we still have all the bales. I have enjoyed this. It's a little different than our struggle farm. It's similar equipment-wise, but it's a little different. Let me know if you want to see more of this while continuing our struggle farm. So we'll have 2 farming simulator series. We'll have 2 videos a week. We'll have the struggle farm. We'll have this one. I've enjoyed it. I want to see more of it, but let me know in the comments if you'd like to as well. That's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do me a favor, tap the thumbs up real quick. It lets YouTube know that you like the content, we're doing a good job, and you'd like to see more of it. If you haven't hit the sub button, do me a favor, hit the sub button. Join us on our journey. We're right around the corner from our first 1,000 videos. Thank you all for joining me on this journey. Not just today, but every day. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, look after one another, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Much love, everybody. Peace.